Welcome to Minutes with me. I'm Bontran Fitness, and this is Daniel Ashmeade from Ashmeade Fitness. Today we're going to talk about immunity, foods to eat, supplements and all that stuff, and also home workouts that you can do or certain exercises you should do for your home. And so I'm going to talk a little bit about myself and how I got into the fitness industry. I started from a box gym. From there, met Daniel. Daniel actually inspired me to go on my own and actually be my own boss. And then from there, I just been doing this for 5 years, and I'm still loving it. What about you, Daniel?
Well, I must say, my man Bonnie, I've been always in love with fitness since I was about 14 years old. Fell in love with the gym at high school with my best friend Jason Nera, who's now a sponsored athlete at Animal. And then I traveled a bunch, social worker first, and then traveled the world. Always found a gym when I was on the road. And then I came back to Toronto and decided to work for a company called Amico, and then was building hospital equipment. I said, look, I need to find some money and I need to get to a gym. So I decided to go hook up at Good Life, and I was going to be front desk. They realized that I had a little bit more knowledge and I was very personable. So they decided, why don't I try to be a trainer, which I loved. Fell in love with it, was going to do it part-time first. Ended up doing it full-time. Did Good Life for at least a decade, and, went up to fitness manager and all that stuff. Got great experience, met a lot of wonderful people, which led me into the man I am today. Because I don't think if I had all that experience and all those no's and all that hardship, I wouldn't be able to be successful and confident as I am now. And then went back to school again and got married. And my father-in-law decided, look, this guy knows what he knows, loves what he does. And at the time, my wife was fully self-sufficient. She had her own place and all this. So it gave me an opportunity to really focus on my trade. And yeah, just like you, started getting some clients, and it's just been fantastic ever since then. And I've been doing it for about 5 years now and running.
Yeah, and it's just crazy how we changed directions too, right? I personally never went to school secondary. After high school, I went to the restaurant industry. Then I went to plumbing, and then my plan B was actually personal training, and then I went into that, and then boom,
yeah, I'm telling you, I worked for TTC. I've worked at multiple gyms. It's like you bounce around to really find your niche. And I think between both of us, and what really attracted me to you is that we both had fitness deep down in us, and we both were very personable. So those are two attributes that really mesh well together in personal training, is to be personal and then training. Because I always say personal comes before training.
Yeah, exactly. Right. It's the relationship, right? First, and then the actual training, right?
Exactly.
And that's all it is, right? So before we get started, make sure to if you have any questions or concerns, right, comment below or DM us, right? We'll be happy to help you. And yeah, so we're talking about immunity and also foods. Exercises.
Well, immunity and foods, that will be me. But first, let me hit you up, Bonnie. So, like you were saying, yes, please ask us any questions you have. It could be about business and fitness. We really want to talk about both attributes because we really are passionate about both of them. We're both young entrepreneurs early in our journey and loving it, and we really want to be able to develop and help other people develop too. So we've had a couple questions, which has been great. So the first one, Bon, as a trainer at home, give me a good 5 exercises and 5 muscle groups that are your favorite.
All right. Well, I like to train very functional. So in your everyday life, let me switch over directions. So the first exercise that you should be doing is definitely your squats, right? Squats, you do all the time, right? The toilet, or even when you're sitting at home and working.
Every day you're squatting.
You're literally squatting, right? That's the first and most best move for your legs, right? Your quads, your hamstrings, your glutes, right? So yeah, literally, I don't know if you can see my legs, but over here, yeah, literally squat, right? If that's too hard, right, just visualize of just sitting, right? Stick your butt out, nice back straight, boom. Right?
If some people had questions, give me 2 tips to know that they're doing a squat properly.
2 tips. So
Yeah.
making sure that your knees not passing your toes.
Okay.
Okay. And then sticking your butt out, making sure that your back is straight.
Perfect. Perfect.
And then
all right,
another one could be having your hands in front of you, right? To
Beautiful.
really keep that balance.
Beautiful.
What
else you got?
The next one, something you can do with the couch or a chair, right? And you can do this as a HIIT workout, right? So half burpees is what I call it, right? Half meaning you don't have to go all the way down, right?
Okay.
So you basically jump up, hands onto the couch or your chair, right, or your bench, jump out, jump in, and do it all over again. Boom. Right?
Once again, two tips that people need to focus on to make sure they're doing it correctly.
So literally the jump part, right? Hands up in the air. I know you can't see me from there. Jump up, right? And then straight out, making sure that your legs jump out straight. Okay. Knees back straight. Embrace your core, right? Keep this tight. And then jump back in.
Perfect. Perfect. I love it.
That is your half burpee. Your next one is going to be mountain climbers. Okay, you've all heard this. This is very popular, right? 2 things, pretty much. If this is too hard, you can use the bench or your couch or your chair, right?
Or even stairs. Stairs are really good too.
Yeah, stairs are good, but they normally are done on the ground. Move back here. Okay, you're in a pretty much a starting push-up position, and then you drive your knee, right? I'm gonna do it this direction, right? So same thing, 2 tips, right? Making sure that your back is straight, right? Embracing your core, bring your knee in, come out. Okay, this is the slow version. Okay, and then make sure you're breathing out and in.
Perfect.
That's your mountain climber. And then the 4th exercise is going to be your push-up. Okay? Very functional. You see it all the time, right? Same thing like the mountain climber. Again, push-up position, just like that. Making sure that your shoulder width apart or wider, right? It really depends on what muscle group you really want to work on.
Right.
Yeah. So like if you're here more narrow, right? You're literally focusing on your triceps, right? Your chest, right? But it will be more tricep dominant because you're a lot closer, right?
Yes.
So 2 key things with the push-up is keeping your back straight and your feet together to engage the core.
And Bon, could you show them the push-up off the bench just for people who want to do it modified and might not be able to do it off the floor? Because I prefer a bench push-up over a knee push-up.
A bench push-up, yeah, for sure. So same thing, you want to keep your back straight, right? So still hands shoulder width apart or wider, right? And you go down 90 and then press up.
When do you breathe in and when do you breathe out?
You breathe out when you push. Think of the word push, right? Even if you're doing a pull movement or a crunch movement, right? That's when you breathe out. So breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out.
Fantastic. One more to go.
And one more to go. So the last one is bench dips, right? So you will need a chair, a bench, a couch, whatever you have at home. Hands right beside your bum. Okay, once you sit, you come out. Okay, so this is the easiest form of it.
Yeah.
And the hardest form of it. Okay, so you go down 90, keep your elbows in, and then press up using your chest.
Perfect.
Right, and then harder. Yeah, same thing when it's hot, when you go all the way up. Just keep your legs straight, embrace your core, keep your head up. and press.
And the push protocol. Breathe out when you push up. Breathe in when you come down. Correct.
Correct. Just like that.
Look at them triceps, bro.
You know, I work out sometimes. But anyways,
Thank you, man. Great.
those are 5 exercises that you can do at home. Like I said, you can do this anywhere, anytime. And if you have any more questions, just let us know. Okay? We're going to switch it over back to Daniel Ashmeade, who's going to talk about immunity. So, Daniel, talk to us about immunity, and like pretty much during this time, it's so important, right? You don't want to get sick, and you want to protect yourself at all times.
Oh, totally. And I think this is very relevant because of the time that we're in right now with COVID and everything, and just being healthy. I'm really glad that a lot of people are taking the time to take care of themselves and find ways to be efficient and safe and healthy, even with the minimal stuff that we have. So I'm going to talk about a couple things. First of all, citrus fruits, vitamin C, oranges, grapefruits, tangerines, anything with vitamin C. And funny enough, the fruit and vegetable that has most vitamin C actually is bell peppers. So your green, your yellow, your red, and your orange peppers, which people don't really know, ram-packed with vitamin C. So if you don't have a chance to get a vitamin C supplement, having lots of citrus fruits and peppers in your diet will be fantastic. Also, that's great would be spinach and broccoli. They are ram-packed with vitamin A, C, and E, and they have a lot of antioxidants in them and anti-inflammatory properties. Going along, let's get with some garlic and ginger. You know, everyone loves the garlic and the ginger. They taste great, and they're also ram full of anti-inflammatories and antioxidants. That's a tongue twister. What else we got here? Turmeric, green tea, also packed too with both of them. And a lot of things that people don't know is shellfish. Shellfish actually have a lot of zinc in them, and zinc is actually a key ingredient into boosting your immunity. So your clams, your lobsters, your oysters, those kind of foods are fantastic to help with high quantities of zinc, which will help with your immune system. And the one thing that people don't really realize, what not to eat actually would be fasting. If anything else that you want to do to boost your immune system is to fast. The reason being, it gives your body a chance to not process food and do other things. It can now focus on healing itself and reducing inflammation and clearing out antibacterial properties that might be in your gut and in your body. And there's another thing called autophagy. I would love if people would Google autophagy. Autophagy is a process when you're fasting for an extended period of time, over 48 hours plus, where your body literally breaks down old proteins and cells that your body is not using and reuses them as healthy cells. So it's like a cleaning situation. It's like a janitor coming in there, getting out all the dirty to make sure that everything else is clean and new within the body. So guys, like I said, you really don't need a lot of supplements out there. We have the foods there that God has made the foods for us to eat that makes us healthy and our bodies as well. Fast, get a lot of vitamin C, eat your peppers, eat your shellfish, get that green tea in you, and you'll feel fantastic.
Wow, that was good. That's really good. And guys, if you want that list, just let us know. But yeah, it's pretty straightforward. You heard Dan, and yeah, that's really it for today's podcast. And yeah, like I said, if you have any questions you want us to talk about, this is the time to talk about that.
Please do let us know.
And let us know, yeah. So that's it. Then in closing, in Minutes with Me, this is Daniel Ashmeade from Ashmeade Fitness. Follow him on Instagram, Facebook, and even his website,
ashmeadefitness.com.
True. All right.
Thanks, everyone. Take care, guys. Bye.